Good evening, everybody. Hi, I'm glad you can all make it, and I want to thank you for coming today to our program, Vietnam War Revisited. My name is Phung Huynh. I teach in the art department. Charles Dailey is a Vietnam War veteran who is originally from New York. He is an artist and educator and now lives in Los Angeles, where he serves as dean at Ribet Academy, a college preparatory school.
From the time I was a little boy in New York, I knew that I wanted to be an artist. And after being in high school on Long Island, I got into the School of Visual Arts. At that time, the School of Visual Arts took 200 students a year, and I was fortunate enough to go there and get a scholarship. Anyway, I was living my dream. I was living in Greenwich Village. I was going to art school, and then I get a notice that I had to register for the draft. Well, I registered as a conscience objector, which meant that I wasn't going to war to kill people, and also the civil rights movement was looming in our country, and so I definitely didn't feel like a first-class citizen as an African American, and I wasn't going to contribute to this war. So on December 11th, my birthday, as I went out to my parents' home for vacation, I received a draft notice that I had been drafted into the Army, and I was leaving on January 3rd. So I finally ended up in San Antonio, Texas, where I studied to be a combat medic. By July 31st, I'm on my way to Vietnam. So I arrived in Vietnam, and my order said I was to go to the 1st Log Command in Saigon. 6 medics had just got killed in the Big Red One. So anyway, they said, "Oh, you're a medic. You're in the Big Red One from now on." They put me on a truck and shipped me off to Lai Cai, Vietnam. If you look on my pocket, you'll see a patch, Black Lions. That was our unit. We were the Black Lions, and I was a member of the reconnaissance platoon. I was their medic. It was supposed to be a 30-man platoon. We never had more than 18 while I was there, and I was their medic. Like I said, I got there, and I said, "I'm a conscience objector," and they said, "Well, you don't have to carry a gun, we don't care." So they shipped me out to the field without a gun. Well, after we would stay in the field for about 20 days, same clothes on, eating, sleeping in the rain, the mud, digging in, doing patrols, whatever we would do. As soon as we would finish that operation and we'd come back to Lai Cai, some trucks would pick us up, drive us to get nice hot showers, some new clothes, eat some steaks and shrimps and drink. And not me. I got off the helicopter and went straight and got a gun. We got 2 canteens of water a day. Right, canteens were rubber, not like the metal ones that they had during World War I and World War II. Ours were rubber, nasty. So you would take that water and you washed in it, brushed your teeth, and were drinking. Same water. They got 2 canteens a day. That's it. When that was going, you didn't get any more. Everybody carried a can, except me, because I had that medic bag to carry. Carried a can of ammo for our machine gun. Because the more ammo we had, the better it was. So we'd give everybody a can. So if we got into a battle, we'd have lots of machine gun powder. So that's the look we had most of the time. Dirty combat boots, dirty clothes. I would be in battles working on the guys in my platoon that got wounded, have blood all over me, have those same clothes until I could get a change maybe later on, but I might be in those clothes 15 days. So if you ever see pictures of soldiers or you see the movies of soldiers and they're kind of just sitting around, they all have their shirts off, right? You ever noticed that in the movie? Because we stuck. We really stuck. Now this is interesting. They say, "Oh, you guys had fun, you went swimming." No. That's the whole of B-52 leaves. The B-52 bombs. So we had gotten into a battle. Getting heated, they told us to pull back. They were going to B-52 the area. They did. This is during the monsoons where it rains constantly. The rain filled up the hole, and we took an opportunity to take a bath. This is some of their equipment that we captured from them. This is their guns. The great AK-47 and other. We would find them with guns from Dien Bien Phu, that the French had left. I mean, they had everything. This was a prisoner of war that we took. If you notice, he's got on black pants. And those were the guys during the day. They ran the barbershop, they ran the stores, but at night they put on the black pajamas, and they were the Viet Cong. That's who we fought when I first got there. After October, when we fought the 271st North Vietnamese Regiment, that had walked all the way down through Cambodia and into the Central Highlands. That's when we met up with them. That's all we fought with North Vietnamese soldiers. We never saw these guys anymore. We were done with them. They were done. The North Vietnamese had taken over the war. This was the Battle of Shenandoah II, and it was the first time a commander, our colonel, was killed in this battle. It was the largest amount of soldiers ever killed in Vietnam up to that point in a single day. We lost 58 men that day. It was a horrendous battle we were in. This is Time magazine doing an article on it where we ran up against the 271st North Vietnamese Regiment, who ambushed us and totally wiped us out. It was outrageous. I still have those nightmares. This is the ceremony we had. General Westmoreland, who was the commander of all troops in Vietnam, he came up and we had a big ceremony to honor our dead. You can see the news crews that were there, and he pinned medals on us that won medals that day. One of the things I achieved in Vietnam, and I'm probably most proud of, is that as a medic, I received an air medal, which means I had 50 combat assaults on a helicopter. I went into hot LZs, hot fighting areas on a helicopter over 50 times, and I received that medal, which is very unusual for a medic to get that, and that was because I was in recon. This is Lonnie. It's my little brother. He came from Hawaii, and he took my place when I finally left. I'd spent my first 7 months in the field, in the combat. Then they took me out, and I ran the rear aid station. So I resupplied all the men and took care of the guys who were wounded that stayed back in the camp, took care of them, did things like that. And then we got another big battle, and a lot of men got killed, and I had to go back to the field just before I was coming home. So I was back in the field until about 11 days before I was supposed to go home. And then Lonnie arrived, and they sent him out to take my place. And that was the end of me in the field. Well, when I left Vietnam, I was at Valley Forge Hospital. I had to go there and get some shrapnel taken out. And then I still had time left in the military, so they made me in charge of the emergency room at night because I had gained all of this rank. I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I knew how to work on a person. If you got shot, I was the guy you wanted. One night I had a lady come in, and I was delivering her baby, and it was a breech birth. And it was horrible. It really went bad. The baby died. And I got on a bus, and I went home to New York, and I painted this painting. I built the cross, and I painted this painting. And you can see the embryos, the soldiers marching in the sky behind her, the skulls on the cross, on the sticks that go all the way around in the sky. And so from that, I'm out of the Army now. I become an illustrator. I go back to school and become an illustrator. Watercolor. Who knew? All right, became a watercolor artist, started doing commercial work. And this is a self-portrait here. I am stuck over here in the middle, and I was thinking about with these hands, the things that I've done with my hands. And this is painted with a brayer. I used a rubber brayer to paint this, not brushes. Rolled it out. And so, I've become that artist that I wanted to be. I'm back to painting, back to long hair, a beard, no brain, crazy as I could be. And then I come to California, and the rest is history.